can't remember a game where your special teams were more aggressive than they were against USC, especially in the punt game.
Well, it certainly was a game where we felt like they had an outstanding team, in particular Dory Jackson, and we had to have a plan for it. And I think a calculated plan, and first of all, attacking them and not sitting back and letting things happen. And it started with a big punt block that really got the momentum on our side.
When you look at all the key guys you've lost and how their replacements are playing at this point, it's remarkable, and C.J. Prosise may lead that.
I think you're right. C.J. Prosise has been remarkable in that he's moved to a position that he's never played before, and really now becomes a central piece in what we're doing offensively. I think when you put 41 points on USC, it starts with a great running game. Our offensive line has been there for us, but CJ is making things happen for us, and he's been very impressive.
Kaiser, maybe the most important thing he's doing is he's not making mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, he's learning every time he goes out there. He knows that. But the great part about coaching him is that he knows it before you even bring it up. He knows that he can't take a sack in that situation late in the game. He knows he's got to throw the ball away. He knows he can't be flushed out of the pocket in the 3-down rush. He's got to step up in the pocket. All those things he's learning as we go, but he still makes plays for us. He still keeps the chains moving. He still can be orchestrating 90-yard drives, and to put together 2 90-yard drives as a freshman quarterback against USC, pretty impressive stuff.
And your defense made the plays it had to make to win that game, but also gave up a ton of yards, an amount of yards I know that's not acceptable to you.
Sure.
So what's the next step defensively?
Well, 4 quarters of football, and that attention to detail, tackling, proper fits. There are no scheme issues. The players that we have are the players that are going to play the next 5 games and the next 6 or 7 games, whatever it ends up being, and we just have to keep coaching them. We got to coach them better. All of that can be worked on, and we can get better at that.
Robinson to the near side. He's the guy they like to go to in these situations, and Robinson hauls it in.
I want to go through the plays that won the game for you, but I don't think we can do that without going back to your first touchdown, the immediate answer to USC's score.
You know, USC gets out of the blocks quickly with a fast touchdown against us, and we respond on the first play with a post that was thrown really on the money and in stride to Will Fuller. 75-yard touchdown pass over one of their better players, if not their fastest player, Dory Jackson. I think it sent the message to them, you better be ready for a 4-quarter fight. I think that was an important answer right away.
And then, like he did last week against Navy, this run was a little shorter, but Prosise shows why I think he's so dangerous. Not just speed, but the physicality to go through you when necessary.
Just a great run. I mean, the vision, the balance, and again, people are starting to realize that he's a runner that can beat you inside and out, and that's why he's becoming one of those dynamic running backs in all of college football.
And quite honestly, Corey Robinson is one of your higher profile players, had not only not been having a great year, but was carrying a lot of weight from the Clemson loss, but boy did he come back on that touchdown pass.
Well, isn't it about how you respond, right? And the game itself is such a great learning tool. He got a one-on-one matchup. Deshaun saw it. If you get it close to Corey, when he's in that mindset, and he was, I knew he was going to make the catch. It was a great catch.
Kavari Russell has struggled a bit because this is his first year in the new defensive system, and he comes up with one of the best interceptions I've ever seen.
Not only does he play the ball in the air, I would have taken a batted ball in that situation. He goes up and makes a terrific catch and a great interception. I think it was a key play in the game.
It sets up a breathing room field goal, and then you come up with another pick, and Russell's involved in that one too.
Yeah, deflection there, obviously. Another big play. We get a pass breakup that Max Redfield gets and makes a great run. He gives us pretty good field position. We don't get what we want out of that, but we do a great job in special teams, and pinning USC really deep.
And your defense had to preserve that win.
They did, and they had to play the kind of defense necessary where we keep the ball in front of us, where we make tackles. They stepped up when they needed to, made the tackles, played the kind of defense that we expect them to play all the time.